Hey friends! Something I've been really trying to work on lately is devoting the same amount of brain power, the same amount of time and energy to my hobby life that I do to my professional career. So I've been planning and plotting my spooky summer plans, and in the process, I have accumulated a few Summerween goodies that I'm really excited to share with you. I have some books, I have some crafts, I also have some wearables, some clothing, shoes, and a lot of other really fun home decor stuff. So let's dive right in. I was recently at a local bookstore with a friend of mine, and we had met up to just hang out, chat, catch up, get some brunch. And of course, her being one of my few bookish friends in my daily life, we had to head to this bookstore. And one of the things I purchased there was this Wednesday Addams unofficial coloring book. Any day now, a new season will be launching, hopefully, at some point. Until then, this will hopefully help me get my Wednesday Addams fix. It's cool because a lot of the pages in here are very perfect and ideal for the Summerween setting and motifs. You see, skulls and flowers. You also see insects like spiders and bees. There's one spread in here that's like multiple Venus flytraps surrounding Wednesday. Coloring books are one of those really great beginner-friendly crafts and activities. You can do this while you're watching or listening to something. It's just really awesome for me personally when it comes to self-regulation. And then my last craft here is the most Summerween craft. Can you imagine any more of a perfect Summerween puzzle than this one right here? Our boy Frankie sipping a drink on the beach. I better bust this one out this week because it's 1,000 pieces. I got it from Fright Rags. I love Fright Rags because they have fantastic customer service. I've lost things in the mail from them, and they've been very responsive and just quickly remedying that. Moving on to the books that I've purchased with some spooky summer themes. I purchased 3 and I was gifted one of them. But most importantly, I picked up this really awesome mummy bookmark. I don't know about you, but I have a thing for these collage bookmarks. This seller on Etsy did a really good job of creating this with a mix of other associated motifs and images that really fit in with this movie. You have a little cat, and if you've seen this movie, cats are a really funny side part of the story. It's an action movie with horror elements to it that, again, associated with summer for me. And my childhood, such a huge part of my childhood is the mummy, reenacting a lot of the action scenes with my siblings, standing on top of all the furniture in the living room. I'm sure my parents loved that. The first book here is actually one I was gifted. I never win anything, so I was shocked that I won Horror Galore, 300 fantastic fright flicks you might have missed. And the best part about this book is it's kind of divided up and categorized by vibe, which I don't think a lot of encyclopedias do for movies. I'm searching the most random things on YouTube or on Google, but I don't have to do that anymore. So thank you, Nathaniel, for creating such an awesome resource for us horror fans and for gifting this to me. That was just so awesome. Thank you. These next 2 books are ones that I've already read and wanted a physical copy in my library. But the first one is going to be Mayfly. This book is quite a controversial one, but it gives Summerween vibes for sure. This book follows Mayfly. She is working at Disneyland. She is so enthralled by the glamour of Hollywood and all that nostalgia. She loves tiki bars. I want to say that me and her are literally the same person for the 3 aspects of her personality and life that I mentioned, but I will not, because if you've read this story, you know that she has a really significant dark side to her. And rest assured, those are where our similarities start and end. I think once I got over the weird ending, I was able really to embrace this one as a favorite of mine. The second book that I picked up that is a reread for me is The Lady from the Black Lagoon, Hollywood's Monsters and the Lost Legacy of Millicent Patrick by Mallory O'Mara. I read this one on audiobook, I think last year, and I have really been fascinated by Universal Monsters ever since I was a little girl, and to have learned fairly recently that a woman was behind one of the most iconic costumes in Universal Monsters history, that just blew my mind. I love this book because it also provides a lot of context to Millicent Patrick, not just a biography on her, and there's also those current connections to women in Hollywood today. And because of that, I find this book to be very easy to read. It's such a breeze. This is not a biography necessarily. It is like a cultural study that takes you from the past to the present in very intriguing ways. So if you're a Universal Monster fan at all, I think this is honestly pretty essential. And the last book I'm hauling for the summer is called The Lost Garden. It follows 3 young women who find themselves in the English countryside in this rural town that they're really not supposed to be in. They're all there for 3 distinctive reasons. This one, I am very excited to see just how much it will give me those midsummer vibes that I am dying, pun intended, to experience this summer. Let's move forward to some of the wearables, the clothing, the accessories that I picked up for the summer. Okay, first and foremost, I am absolutely obsessed with these sunglasses. Aren't I the cutest? If you saw my LA vlog, you know I brought these with me. Who am I? A little Morticia Addams? I'm obsessed with these. And I've seen different variations of them as well. Instead of having this kind of cat eye right here, they're more like elongated hearts. These ones specifically are from Stone Vein Studio on Etsy, but I think there are a few creators who have these ones or different variations of them. I have a really adorable crew neck right here. I'm a huge crew neck person. You will rarely ever see me in a hoodie. That is such a rare occurrence for me. And I've been admiring Spooky Shake Studios art for the longest time. And this is just the most iconic design out of the bunch for me personally. In summer, I'm putzing around more than I am typically during the school year. So I'm always in my crew necks and I'm always flaunting my eternal love for Halloween. Another small business that I was really excited to support for the very first time is M and Sprout. I'm not a big Crocs person, but I really was in the market for some summer-friendly shoes, whether I'm walking down to my community pool, I'm going to the beach, just need something to slip on quickly while I'm taking out the trash. But I'm not a Crocs person, and usually that's a job for Crocs. However, a few months back, I was watching Brittany from the Davis Manor, her YouTube channel. She had a video where she had tons of really cute Summerween stuff that she had hauled, and I saw these shoes, and I was like, I need those right now. Come on, these are so in your face, unapologetically, 365 days of the year, Halloween. And in that same order, I also truly really needed a little handheld mirror, and this one is purple and spider webs, 2 of my favorite things that give me the perfect spooky little vibe. Let's move on to beauty and body care. My Twisted Allure subscription box for June came very early this month. I'm actually kind of shocked. It usually comes later towards the month, but the theme is cursed waters. The bath salt is called Death from the Depths. Obviously, water horror, spooky summer, they are right with me here with my associations with summer. The bath salt has notes of cucumber water, green apples, and jade. Oh wow, that smells really nice. I get mostly I think the jade, I get the freshness of the apples. Ooh, that smells just so breezy and light. I have here the hand soap that, okay, this is so funny. The note, I keep wanting to say tasting note. This is not food. The scent note on this is salty ozone, plum, and amber. I got some on my nose. Okay. This one smells lighter than I thought, but maybe if I actually use it, I'll get more of the fruity plum. I'm getting more of a grassy scent. So I'm not getting anything that's super deep that I was assuming would come from the plum and amber. Maybe it's the salty ozone, which I have no clue what that smells like. But as always, I'm living for the packaging in Twisted Allure. This next one, the body spray, it's called Cursed Water Creature, Sparkling Mango, Pear, and Peaches. Okay. Ooh, okay, that's delightful. This one, I think, out of the 3 I've smelled so far, smells the most accurate to the scent notes that are listed on the bottle. And then the Kraken Corpse. This bubble bath has notes of peach flowers and earthy driftwood. Oh my God, I keep getting things on my nose. Yeah, very light, very floral. Nothing I'm super crazy about. I feel like the last month's subscription box, I was more into those scents. But then last but not least for my Twisted Allure sub box for June, we have the Endless Abyss Sugar Scrub, Island Fruits, Coconut, and Sugared Rum. And these colors are so damn cool together. Ooh, wow, yeah, this smells like summer to me. Oh yes, it's for sure the combo of the coconut and island fruits together. I've been following Greywick Lane for the longest time on Instagram, and finally I purchased something from them. In that same order as this body spray right here, I also picked up the world's coolest Summerween candle, which I will share with you in a moment. I specifically sought this one out because there is a body spray that I have been purchasing for quite some time from another small business that recently shut down in what I think is the most shady, mysterious way. That company that shut down, they had a specific body spray that smelled exactly like what Halloween feels like for me. And it's devastating knowing that I cannot purchase that from them ever again. So now I'm on the hunt for that like pumpkin-y, spicy, like sweet kind of body spray. If you know, you know. But it's hard to find that right ratio for me. So I'm gonna try this one. It is called Jack-o'-lantern. It has notes of sweet pumpkin, caramel cream, and autumn spice. So let's see if this fits the bill. And I'm sure it'll still smell good. Oh, wow. Oh, that smells so good. Yeah, I definitely get everything here. I get that sweet pumpkin, I get the caramel. It gives me honestly more like Thanksgiving than Halloween. So although it doesn't fit what I was searching for, which is a very specific kind of ratio of pumpkin to caramel to autumn spice, it is still amazing. This will get me through fall. The next small business I supported with their amazing bath and body care products is gonna be Glamgoria. Again, another company that I've been following for quite some time on Instagram and finally pulled the trigger in purchasing from them. And boy, am I so happy about these scents. And not only the scents for these two body sprays, but also the packaging, totally killed it. Okay, first, I mean, we all know I'm in my Chucky era. This is a body spray that's in the scent of orange soda. It is perfect. It is exactly what I wanted from this kind of scent when you have this idea of like, you know, Chucky being a toy and it's the 90s. And oh my gosh, this is orange soda. It's such a playful, fun scent, perfect for the summer. My job is a very serious job, and being able to, in my free time, balance the scales there and just be like silly and playful, doing, you know, that inner child work, this will get me there. I'm also in love with their Killer Clowns from Outer Space body spray in the scent of banana scream pie. Oh my God, like I do not know how they make something like this that is so like spot on to the association I have with banana scream pie. For me, I think of carnivals and fairs when I think of summer, and Killer Clowns obviously is a movie that is near and dear to my heart. I also had to pick up this next item. How could I say no to a bath bomb in the shape of the Gillman from The Creature of the Black Lagoon? Like, it's screaming Summerween to me. Just like really gorgeous candles, I do not know how I'm gonna have the heart, the willpower to actually use this bath bomb. But what I like to do is break up my bath bombs into like smaller pieces. For one, that allows me to keep, you know, the pretty design of it for a little bit longer. But then also I have a foot soaker that I prefer instead. Like, I'm just not like a big bath person. Oh, and it smells so lovely as well. It's in the scent of mango and papaya. And that's accurate, I get that. And if you didn't think my Creature from the Black Lagoon obsession couldn't get any bigger, let's move on to some home decor stuff. In the same Fright Rags package that I got that Frankenstein on the beach puzzle, I also had a few creature items in there as well. I got this air freshener, or shall I say fear freshener is what it's called, with the little adorable face of the Gillman, and it has a cool water scent. I also could not say no to this Creature from the Black Lagoon mini bust. I was in between getting this or a Funko Pop of the Gillman. Ultimately, I decided to go with a bust because I think it is the most unique, and I believe it was on sale. I was kind of concerned about like how the quality was going to end up looking like. It looks pretty accurate, and there's a lot of really good detail in there. It's pretty heavy, so it's of significant quality. The last creature item I am showing you, I swear, it is also a home item, more like a kitchen item, is going to be this little Gillman tiki mug. I first came across this adorable tiki mug from a video recently that came out from Mandy's Spooks. Mandy had a whole spooky tiki collection that is quite impressive. Check out that video if you also love collecting tiki mugs or just like tiki culture in general. Out of all the ones she showed, my heart really resonated with this one right here. I wanted something that was not appropriative of Polynesian culture, which is traditionally what is used in kind of like design and decorative motifs in tiki bars. Like, look at his little tongue. I love the design because some tiki mugs, you really can't tell that it is actually supposed to be designed after something, and this one is very obvious to me. I love the green color of this. It looks so nice, and inside it's also a really bright yellow, so I love that contrast. Remember how I was telling you there was a candle from Greywick Lane that I also purchased? This is seriously a showstopper. I don't know how I'm gonna burn this, but for now, it'll just be a decor piece, that is for damn sure. It is Pool Party Massacre with notes of coconut, sea salt, and sunscreen. Oh yes, this smells exactly like that. I didn't realize upon purchasing it that I got this large of a size. I'm very happy that I did. And it makes sense when you think about like what it's supposed to be. You have the blue there, which is supposed to be the water. And then you have a little bit of, pinky red in there, which is supposed to signify the bloodbath that takes place at this made up pool party. I'm also absolutely obsessed with these beautiful pastel prints from Rotten Flamingos. Obviously, there's Universal Monster references and allusions all up in these prints, and I just find that Rotten Flamingos is a brand that perfectly encapsulates two disparate aesthetics for me. Because on one hand, I love pastels, I love bright color and kitsch, which is probably why I love tiki so much. But then on the other hand, I am a spooky ghoul, and why have one or the other? Why not have both? And then I also did pick up a lot of other decor items that aren't explicitly Halloween, but when you put them with other things, they make a kind of like a decorative setup that very much is what I think of Summerween. I love placing all of my activities, like the puzzle boxes or the books, right next to decor, like as decor. It looks lovely, and it also just is right in your face, waiting for you, reminding you like you need to read this, you need to start this craft because you deserve free time. And it gets so easy when things are like, in drawers, in cupboards, to forget about them. But I like to use it as decor, and it kind of solves that problem. And that wraps up my spooky summer haul. I would love to know if there's anything that you've picked up recently that you're super excited for. If you made it to the very end of this video, leave your 3 favorite summer emojis all together down below in the comments. And I really hope this gave you an introduction to some new spooky small businesses that you didn't already know about. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.